What's up everybody, Chadley here, and I'm back with another Borderlands 3 video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be looking at what I think is the best melee Amara build. Now, melee Amara is personally one of my favorite builds to be using in this game. It's so much fun, and it's just very rewarding punching somebody and just watch them turn into red mist. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into this build. To start off this build, we're going to be looking at the Brawl Tree first, obviously. So, up at the top, we're going to have Root to Rise, 5 points into there. This is going to give you more max health, and a lot of times you're not going to have shields. You don't want to have shields with a Roid shield anyways. So this is going to give you more survivability and just make your life a lot easier. Personal space, this is just nice, especially because it gets boosted by my class mod as well. But you're going to be doing more gun damage the closer you are to enemies, and when you're always meleeing and when you do have to switch to an actual gun, this will be very helpful for you. Then Clarity, you're going to be constantly regenning health, and after you use an action skill, this bonus is going to be doubled. So this is going to pair very nice with something I'll share with you guys in a couple minutes. Then Helping Hands, after you use your action skill, you're going to get damage reduction. This is going to go up to 40%. This is very, very helpful. I would highly recommend putting 5 points into there. This is also going to pair with the method that I'm going to show you guys in a couple minutes. Then this one's a gimme. Find your center. You're going to get more melee damage and melee range after you use your action skill. The melee damage is all the time, but the range is after you use your action skill. And once again, that's going to pair with the method that I'll show you. Also, if you guys can get a class mod with a +1 to this skill, definitely want to do that because that's going to get you up to 200% melee damage. Then keeping on going down, one with nature, max health, and elemental damage resistance. This is going to be very helpful for survivability, especially when you're not going to be having shields all the time. Then for just 1 point, do unto others. I really like this skill. It can sometimes do a lot of damage, sometimes it's not too helpful, but for 1 point, I definitely like it. It's pretty cool for just 1 point, and you don't really have to do anything for it, just automatically does it. Then Jab Cross. This is going to help you guys out if you do want to use phase slams. I don't. As you guys can see on the right, I have phase grasp active, but either way, this is also going to give you gun damage in the process. So if you guys want to use that, you can. Then Guardian Angel for 1 point. A free second wind every 2 minutes, especially up to 100% max health. I would do that as well. Then down to the capstone, Blitz. This is a gimme. For 1 point, you get this insane melee override. You can attack from so far away, and you're going to be doing insane damage. So if you guys can work it out so you guys already have your shield gone, so you get the Roid damage bonus, and then use this, you're going to one-shot them and then get Blitz back, so you can just keep chaining these one-shots. So I highly recommend trying to do that so you guys can always keep that 100% melee damage bonus. Now onto the Fist of the Elements skills. Anima, this is going to give you more status effect damage, duration, and action skill status effect damage. So you're always going to be doing status effects with this build, with Amara just in general, so you're going to want 5 points in there. Infusion, this is going to give your guns their action skill element, so it's extra damage there. Tempest, more elemental damage, and then if you guys want to use the shock route, you guys will get even more damage. Then Illuminated Fist, you're going to get more melee damage, and your melee is going to have your action skill element, which is also very helpful. Now, on to why I'm actually using Phase Grasp instead of like Phase Slam or something like that. So, when you use Phase Grasp and don't hit an enemy, it's actually going to initiate these skills. So, Clarity, Helping Hands, and Find Your Center. All of these are going to get their action skill bonuses. So, you're going to get more health regen. You're going to get the 40% damage reduction, and you're going to have the melee range, and you can basically constantly have it because once they run out, you just phase grasp like the ground again, and you get all those bonuses back. So that is why I actually use phase grasp, but if you guys don't want to use phase grasp, you're more than welcome to use any sort of the phase slam abilities. Now let's take a look at our gear. There's only a couple pieces of gears that are actually required. So the face puncher, if you guys don't know what this is a shotgun that shoots melee damage. So its damage is based off melee. And another cool part is all of your skills that have like melee damage, effects, they're gonna take advantage of this. Also, the relic, so melee lifesteal, I highly recommend this. You're basically gonna be invincible. You can stand at the feet of bosses and just keep punching them, and you're never gonna die. But this melee lifesteal also goes into the face puncher. So if you're actually not close to an enemy and you need health, pull this out and shoot them, and you're gonna get all your health back in one shot. So highly recommend that. Then you're also probably gonna want the butt plug just because of the super high melee damage. And if you're behind them, you're going to be doing even more damage. So recommend those two. I just have the Cloud Kill for armor and the Lyuda because it's a beast. Unfortunately, it's for Beastmaster, but it doesn't really matter. These are the only two guns you really need. Then for the shields, Brawler Ward. The only shield you should be rocking, 300% melee damage. That's pretty obvious. Then my class mod, I have the Breaker class mod. This one, you basically just want it for the 1 out of 1 skill, find your center. So if you can find a class mod with that, that's really all you need. The others are just bonuses. But something else I really like about mine is I get +5 grenade capacity. So what actually this lets me do is run a shock hex. So I can take out shields with this because I'm gonna have 16 grenades. 16. And I can just run around chucking these. Nobody's gonna have shields, and I can just run the fire element and one hit everybody. And then, like I said, with the melee lifesteal, the shotgun damage while sliding, that's not my preferred, but I'm just here for the melee lifesteal. That's really the only part you need. My ideal one would probably be melee lifesteal, and then the plus would be the one for getting immunity at 50% health. This is going to increase your survivability, but I'm going to do some more farming for that. Now let's go see how this melee build actually does against these enemies here. Most of the time I am probably going to be using the butt plug, but I'll also be pulling out the face puncher in certain situations. Right now I have 2 face punchers on. One's redundant, one's not, so you guys can see the difference. We'll start off with the redundant one actually. And a Nog's here, of course he is. See, even with shock, just melted right through that guy. Heavyweight, he's gone. So something cool you guys can actually do with the face puncher is you can shoot and melee it at like basically the same time. Once I reload here, I will show you. So if you shoot and melee, you guys heard the shot go off and the melee go. So it's a nice little double whammy you can be doing. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my health, even though it's going down, when I shoot somebody with the face puncher, since it's doing melee damage, and I have a lifesteal relic, my health is coming right back. So this is basically just get health from whatever you're looking at, which is awesome. I definitely recommend lifesteal relics. I know there's some that boost melee damage, but you're just gonna be dying all the time. I would have died probably 8 times already if I didn't have the lifesteal, so definitely go that route. But now we're gonna change over to our fire elements and see how that stacks up against these guys, and using the hex a little bit more often. I'm also gonna be using the butt plug here. That guy just straight up disappeared. Let's see how it does against these Nogs. These are badass Nogs with all 3 types of armors. So he's gone. This guy's a little tankier, but it's alright. We're gonna give ourselves damage reduction again and the range. He's gone. He's gone. So you're just gonna be turning everybody into red mists with this build. Definitely really enjoy it. So if you guys enjoy it too, make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video to let me know. If you guys want to see more builds or anything else Borderlands 3 related, make sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell to know whenever I upload. But that will be all for now. Thank you guys for watching this far, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.